Hey guys, so instead of a stream today, I wanted to kind of go through. We have basically most of the information we need for the giant update. The big update is coming soon. Information is here. It should be end of January, possibly early February. We don't know when. Hopefully, it coincides with the key event that comes in 2.5 weeks, but we don't know. So to start through it, I've got pretty much all of the big information listed here. So I'm going to go through it and I'm going to tell you pretty much what we need to do to be ready for it because it's a lot of information. It's honestly very overwhelming. Um, and I know it's a lot to process, but hopefully it once we get used to it, it won't be too bad. So the first big thing that's coming is new Olivia 10 star. That's clearly the first thing that I have to cover in this. Olivia's 10-star version adds freeze to her skill, which is something she's always needed. Unfortunately, because they're going to add 11 to 14 stars, Olivia will stop at 10 and she's still going to be bad. But that's okay. I'm going to make one anyway. So, next, well, the first thing over there is Olivia. Second is I mentioned the 11 to 14 stars. They're going to be added, but I'm going to cover those a little bit later because I want to go into the resources that are needed for it. I'll timestamp it at the bottom so you can skip right to it if you need. So the first thing, let's go down this list. First is we have teased. This is the new Undead Wanderer that's supposed to be coming out with the new key event or possibly with the update. Not sure when exactly. Her skills, honestly, she doesn't look that good. She looks like a generic poison skill reduction, something or other. Honestly, nothing special. She looks cool, but whatever. So she is going to be the new hero. Definitely will come out in the Keys event, and probably not worth pulling for, to be honest, unless you're looking for something new. But due to the 11 to 14 star update, most likely we can all skip her. So, hey Gina, sorry, your newness is short lived and not very impressive. So also coming is going to be the Mars and Ultima skins. The Ultima skin is going to be the free one. It costs yellow souls. It's very odd that she's purple, but she is. At least it more hammers down the fact that Ultima is and always has been female. So that's cool, at least. Unlike the Phoenix one, right? The next skin is Mars. I'm not a fan of this one. He's got a gun. I don't know what gun does in Taptap, but I yeah. It looks the skill looks kind of cool. Oh, let me go through this actually. Ultima's skill is gonna give 3% HP and 3% reduction in damage taken, so really helps her be a tank. And Mars gives 3% HP, 3% attack, and 3%. I believe that's true attack. Um, I don't read Chinese very well, so or at all actually. Anyway, so that's that. Next updates is to the shops. The Feather Shop, Vivienne and Grand are going to be added for purchase. Verthandi is dropping to 50,000 feathers, so if you have not bought your Verthandis yet, go ahead and wait for the update to buy a whole bunch. Remember, you can buy as many as you want. Bloodtooth is dropping to 40,000 feathers, but nobody needed to buy Bloodtooth anyway. In the Soul Shop, Medusa, Martin, and Detlaf will be added. Honestly, I don't think any of them are really worth buying for souls still. Medusa, maybe if you just need her and have a whole bunch of spare souls right now. But really, it's going to come down to Freya and Luna are the only ones that really anybody should be buying with souls out of the shop. Advanced Wheel. Actually, I guess I can start the game now. The Advanced Wheel is changing. They are adding new heroes to it. What is it? Lexar, Freya, and Verthandi are being added to the Advanced Wheel. And also, the percentage to pull the hero is going up from 1 to 1.2%. Now, that's not a big improvement, but if you think about it, It's an entirely 20% increase in pulls. So don't look a gift horse in the mouth. If you're still waiting for a good Shude Mel or Luna and now Freya or Verthandi, I wouldn't pull for them. You should save up your tokens and pull later on. They're adding more stages in Den and Planet Trial. Oh, we happen to have Planet Trial open right now. So this normally caps at 120. I can't see it on this account, but it's gonna go up higher. Den normally capped at 479. 478 was the last level actually. It's gonna go up to over 500, like 550 or something like that. It's gonna be pretty crazy. There will be a lot of stuff. As always, Den is a great way to build resources and everything. So next, Legion update. Now, Legion, the way that Legion is going to work is Legion is going to last 2 weeks, and it looks like they're basically they're adding Grand Legion every single round. So the way that it seems to work is Legion will occur, and then the top ranked people from that will go on to a second round of fighting. And in that fight, it's going to be all automatic, but it's going to be 8 rounds, and you get to bet every single round. And so you can win something if you bet every single time. So you don't need to save as many arena tickets as before, with Grand Legion costing 200. But still, if you don't, you should probably try and save as many as you can, because you may use a lot. And oh my god, this account has a lot. What am I doing with this many? They haven't had Grand Legion in a while, I guess. So Legion should be interesting. Hopefully it makes it more fun for us, especially for the people that aren't participating in it. You still get to do something, and you get to bet every single round and win some other stuff. And if you win it, you get a ton of Legion shields, so that'll be nice too. Okay, next is going to be updates to 3 major heroes. First one is Monkey King. Now, this is his skill normally. The way that it's changing is, this is pretty big. This is big. He's going to add 50% chance to petrify to the back line. Cannot be dodged. Cannot be dodged. So, all the dodge tech in the world won't stop you versus Monkey King now. His skill is ridiculously crazy. 50% chance petrify. So Monkey King is going to become very, very strong. If you've got one, or if you've got extra copies, building him as an early 14 star is going to be very, very good. Other stuff is, random general upgrades to his skills. I'll go into the 14 star upgrades later. Next is Luna. Luna. Her change is not big. Her damage goes up in percentage to, I think, 155%, and her damage reduction goes down to 70%. Not really a change, just kind of a, I don't know. I don't know what the point of that is, but I guess we'll have to see how it plays out. So she's not going to be anything crazy. Next is Reaper, who I don't have, so we'll go into him. He's Reaper somewhere. I don't have the details on his stuff, but he's going to have a new ability where not only does he do damage when he dies, he's going to do damage to the entire enemy team anytime anybody dies. And he's going to be able to boost his attack and defense break even higher than this, I guess. So he's going to become a little bit stronger, but honestly, I don't think he's going to become a major player, because it really is just damage. It's very reliant on somebody dying, similar to Bale. He'll become stronger for sure, but I don't think he'll end up being a top tier choice. So I don't know. He could be fun. Next, updates to the artifacts. Now, these are very interesting updates. So the update to Demon Whisperer is merely that these two, attack and HP, go up a couple of percent each. This becomes 10 point something. This becomes like 9 or something like that. It's very minor. Not really worth putting in the patch, but they did it, and so I guess they're trying to make this artifact a little bit more interesting. They're changing Ragnarok. Unfortunately, this is a very interesting change. So defense break, normally it capped at 30. After 30 defense break, you couldn't do any more damage than, or after 30, your damage did not increase at all. However, what they're doing to change this is they're removing both of these stats, true damage and HP, and they're making it plus 100 defense break. That means that the defense break formula as we know it is going to be completely different. We speculate it could go up to like 1,000 defense break, which you'll never hit. So maybe there will just be a permanent, there will be no cap on defense break. You can stack it as much as you like and just keep doing extra damage for it. I don't know. It's a little bit of a kick in the face to those of us that likes put effort into getting a Ragnarok, I guess, because it could be a lot worse than it was before. We don't know, actually. So it may not actually be a nerf, but we'll see. We will have to see how it plays out. I do want to remind people that because we don't have this update live on our servers yet, it's impossible to get an accurate gauge of what's going to change to the meta and what teams people are going to be using, what's the best hero, all of that stuff. We cannot make a new tier list until we've seen people in action, especially until we've seen 14 stars fighting other 14 stars. Like a 14 versus 10s is not going to give us a good eye into what the tier list looks like. So, oh well. Next is going to be pull rates. Now, I placed these badly. So first of all, the hero chest. Now this is the normal chest odds. You can see that it is 2% regular, 4% during the bonus event or during the key event, 12% 4 stars. Now this is going to go up quite a bit. Let me move this over here so we can have a side-by-side comparison. Is you're going to see that the 4 star is going to go up to 28% during regular events, and during the hero chest event it's going to go up to 35%. That's a huge change. Additionally, the percentage of the 5 star is going to go up from 4 to 5%. Again, not a big percentage change, but that's a 25% increase. What this means is the game is even more friendly to new players than before, because now even new players will have a higher chance of getting 5 stars and 4 stars, as it were. So big quality of life increase with this. I think it's a great change to go along with the one gotcha problem with games like this is that as they add more and more strong heroes, they make it ridiculously hard to get them because they water down the hero pool so that you can't get the ones you want. But at least by increasing the odds, which is one of the first times I've ever seen a game do that, is a very nice handy increase and very helpful to all of us. Next is going to be Miracle Eyes. Now here are the percentages for Miracle Eyes. The way you read this is 5-star hero, 4.5% in Heaven and Hell. If you pull out of that faction, you get 9%. Oh, whoops, let me hide that. They are increasing these odds. Again, let me move them side by side. I probably should have done that. So what this means is this Heaven and Hell 5-star percent rate goes from 4.8 to 4.5 to 6.8. That's almost a 50% increase in pulls. That's why this note right here, you need to be saving your eyes. I don't care if it's an amazing hero next week, like unless you're swimming in eyes or just really need the hero, you should be saving. Everything should be saved. So it's going to go from a 9% 5-star into 13.6%. That's so high. That's just so high. So it's going to be really great for us, the new weekly events. We're hopefully going to see a lot less of people pulling and then saying they got trash, or at least they got more trash than before. I really like to see this increase in odds. It's very promising. I love it. I really love it. Next is a change to the up chest hero. The way that this work is there will be a bar underneath the hero right here. As you pull keys, the bar will fill up and your percentage to pull it will increase. It's possible that the bar fills up at 500 keys. It could be more, but nobody really knows yet. But what that means is that you should be guaranteed an up hero within 500 keys. Now, that doesn't feel like much considering what it was before, but knowing how badly some people did with the up hero, I've pulled 1,500 keys with no up hero, so I think they needed to do this to at least fix the odds, if nothing else, to prove to us that the up hero or that the up chest does work. What I think though is that may completely obsolete the grand chest as it is. If the up hero is not affected by the pulls, then there's like almost no reason to pull the up chest or pull the grand chest versus the up chest. We're gonna have to see how this changes the game. So, but I really like seeing that. You'll know if you've watched me, I've always said up chest is a scam. If nothing else, this will make the up chest not a scam. So, could be great, could be terrible. We'll have to see how it goes. On average, I think people will be happier with this change than before it. Okay, next is there's going to be a new ability, something similar to the 10-star conversion, where you get to use these Phoenix Stones to break down a 10-star hero into 5 copies of the hero, plus 2 9-star fodder. Now, what that means is you don't get specific heroes as fodder. If I break down a Bloodtooth 10-star, I'm not going to magically get 2 Phoenixes or something like that. What you're going to get is something that looks like a token. It's going to go into your items inventory. It's not going to be a hero. It's not going to be usable on a team. All it's going to do is allow you to use it in Fusion and Awakening, not Fusion, just Awakening, to make other 9-star, 10-star, 11-star plus heroes with. So it's a bit of a waste. You get back 60% of the gold, purple, and stuff that you spent on it. I think rune dust. I don't know about... You don't get flags back. So it's kind of a waste, but if you've built a lot of duplicates and you'd rather break them down and make 14-star heroes, then it's a great plan for some people. But I don't know if I'm going to be using it. Next is going to be an update to the Fusion. Now, we know these numbers, 20, 10, 3. These are going to go up to be 30, 15? 15 6-stars and 5 9-stars. There's going to increase the amount of rewards, so you're going to get gold souls back for 6 stars, 300, and for 9 stars, 1,500. I do not know if there's a change to the 10-star one that wasn't shared. We can assume that it's probably going to give back like 3,000 gold souls. Maybe it'll give some extra stuff. Really, we don't know. But that's a pretty... I love it. And that's on addition to all of this. So you're still going to get all the gold, the rune dust, the moonstones, but you're also going to get 3,000 gold souls alongside it. And that's lovely. Just lovely. That may help people to be able to actually hit that 5-star awakening. Now, the question is, do you save your fusions for the new fusion event? The answer is, this is free resources. If you can reliably finish the fuse event, don't save. Just go ahead and do it. Just fuse everything now. If you struggle to complete the fuse event, like my alternate account does, look at this, it can't finish, it's having trouble finishing it. You may want to save just to make sure that you get the most out of it when the update lands. But, you know, don't hurt yourself by saving. Don't like halt your progress in order to save fusions. Just if you need to progress, if you need to get stronger, just go ahead and fuse during the current event. It will still be worth it because you're still going to get tons of resources and it's great. Okay, last is going to be the biggest change is the new 11 to 14 star heroes. Now I have down here a list of what it costs to awaken. for 10 to 11 stars, you're going to need one extra copy, one 9-star fodder. Now, fodder can be any faction, so you can use anybody you want. And you're going to need 10,000 gold souls. 10,000 is quite a bit for if you haven't been saving up. This account is screwed, but gold souls is really going to become a super bottleneck right now. And so because I'm telling you this with the update, now is the time to start saving it. I'll get into that right after this. 12-star from 11 to 12, you need another 1 copy, another 9-star fodder, and 10,000 more gold souls. You do not need flags for any of this, so all the flags that if you're worried about what the flag cost it's going to be 0. Just gold souls. It's very expensive with gold souls. 13-star upgrade is going to be 2 9-star fodder and 15,000 gold souls. Now, at 13 stars, when you upgrade them, you're going to get a choice of 2 potential upgrades for each character. Those vary by faction. They're the same 2 per faction, so every faction has 2 potential upgrades, and you can choose one of them. I'm going to link a doc file that has all of the 14-star stuff, and it has that data in it. That will be in the video description. The 14-star upgrade is going to be 2 copies, a 10-star fodder, 10-star fodder. Please keep that in mind. And another 15,000 gold souls. First thing to note is when a hero hits 14 stars, their skill gets upgraded. They don't change their graphic. They don't change that. Only their skill gets upgraded. In that document file that I'm going to link, it will list all of the known 14-star upgrades. It's a Google Doc put together by many of the people in the Taptap community, translated from Chinese, and big thanks to them for doing that. I think it was Birdie and Charlie Way that did it. So what that means is that at the end of the day, you're going to need an extra 4 copies to go from 10-star to 14-star. 4 copies. That means a total of 9 copies for a hero to 14-star. It means that you need to start looking at your team, because taking 1 hero to 14 is better than taking 6 heroes to 11. That's just going to be how it works. So try to focus on who you think will be, who you can take up to 14 stars, and start working on saving copies of them. The best ones are going to be, as always, Phoenix, Valkyrie, Skuld. I don't have Skuld on this account, so Skuld. Monkey King is going to be another amazing one. And Mars, it will be okay. He's not going to be as powerful at 14 as he was at 10, but he can't go wrong. So Phoenix, Valkyrie, Skuld, Mars, Monkey King are 5 easy first choices for people to make 5 stars or 14 stars. Luna is also going to be pretty good. Freya will be okay. Verthandi will be okay. A lot of people are just going to be good. So try to choose your 14 stars wisely, especially considering how expensive they are. I forgot what I was going to say. All 10 stars are going to have a 14-star version. The only exception will be our lovable Olivia, who is only getting a 10-star version. So she is the only hero that is going from who's getting a 10-star version, but all other 10 stars are going to go up to 14. So poor Olivia will be left behind. So, with that being said, let's go into what you need to save, how to start stocking up, and what you need to do. So first of all, with the 14-star upgrade, heroes are going to go from level 250 to 300. What the cost from going to 250 to 300 is something about 100 million gold and 200 million purple. 200 million. Hopefully they give us a better way to earn it, but we'll have to see how hard it's going to be for people to level their heroes. They are changing the shop. The shop currently has some ridiculously bad deals for purple. You should not be buying these. They're going to change it. So it's going to be like 1 million for 600,000 purple, and I think like 20 million for 1.2 million purple or something like that. No, 12 million purple. Something like 12 million for 20 million, 1.2 million, 20 million gold for 12 million purple. Something like that. Not a great deal, but not bad. Certainly worth buying every now and then. So there will be better ways to get purple. I don't know if the gold soul is changing in the shop, but something to think about. Purple is going to become a very big bottleneck. We obviously need to be saving all advanced wheel tokens because that's changing. Save Miracle Eyes, that's changing. Save Gold Keys, that's changing. Save all your gold souls. Let me show you the gold souls right now in the shop is 500 gems for 800 gold souls. Now, if you are swimming in gems, you can buy this, no problem. But if you are planning to buy this and you have some level of VIP, what you should be doing is looking at this. For 50 gems, you get 80 gold souls plus 250,000 purple. That means that if you are VIP and you can buy extra tries, for 10 tries, since each try is only 50 gems, for 10 tries you get your 800 gold souls, but you also get 2.5 million purple, plus every single time you have a chance of getting 1 to 4 times the amount. So if you plan to start stocking up gold souls, this is probably the best way to do it. Obviously, also, Den of Secrets has been always a great source of gold souls. So once the update lands and your heroes are higher level, you can probably push a lot higher in Den of Secrets to get a lot of gold souls out of that. Like I said, gold souls are going to be a major bottleneck for a lot of people. It's going to be a bloodbath. I mean, people will be able to make maybe 1 or 2 11 or 12 stars, and they're going to be stuck there for a long time while they build this up. I hope that they make this a little bit easier for us to earn. So that's really the most important change that you need to be making to how you buy stuff is if you are low on gold souls, buying those events is going to be one of the best ways to get to start stocking it up and putting more into your account. The other major thing is because we need 4 extra copies of heroes, you really shouldn't, if you have not been building dupes or you have been building dupes, now is the time where you discover how good or bad a position you're in. This account turned 3 extra phoenixes into a 9-star dupe, and so this account is in trouble. I have no way to break this down. I do not plan to break this guy down to put everything into him. That's just a waste of resources, but this account is very much in trouble with how it works. So if you are in a similar position, you need to stop right now, think about what you're doing, and save copies. So if I had two Valkyries, I could have started an 8-star dupe just for Legion, but that would have really hurt me because you really need every single copy you can get to make your 11 stars. So overall, huge update. A lot of things are coming. Very exciting. This is a very big influx of stuff into the game that we have been needing for a very long time. Hopefully it works out well for us, and hopefully people still enjoy the game after it. The one note that I want to leave you on is, let's say you are not a 10-star player, you're still a 7 to 9-star player, and you're looking at these 14-star upgrades. Don't be afraid. Your server is proceeding at the same pace you are, meaning just because the 14 stars are added doesn't mean everybody alongside you is suddenly going to have 14 stars. They're going to be struggling for resources just like you. They're going to have 9 stars working on copies just like you. It's not going to be that bad. The people that have it worst are going to be the people that already have 10 stars, and now it's a fight to see who had the most saved up. Those are the people that are going to probably struggle a little bit. But anybody below that point, you're fine. This update will definitely increase the gap between free players and whales, because free players won't have as many extra copies. They won't have as much purple and gold. They will really be struggling for resources all around. But this has never been a game where the free-to-play players have ever been able to compete on the highest level, so I don't think that's a problem. But that's how it is. So with that being said, I guess that's everything. I want to leave you with a disclaimer that what I have covered today may not be word for word what we get when the update lands. There's always room for small changes. They may change a hero here, a hero there. They may change the awakening costs. They may change what heroes are added to shops. Please don't take it as 100% fact, because it's not. It's only what was given to the Chinese test servers and may not apply to us. And actually, apparently, they've disabled access to the Chinese servers, so we may not get leaks for a little while after this. We'll have to see how it goes. So, that's everything. I hope that this helped. I will try to put timestamps in as many places as I can for easy skipping around. And yeah, big update coming. Very exciting. I'm going to be making this 10-star Olivia day 1. I don't care how much it sets me back, but I will do it. And see you next time.